You're listening to the Arcane Focus Network. Hey Star Raiders, Tom here. I just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone who's rated us so far on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and iTunes. But this week, an extra big shout out to Alexis9989, who left us a review on the iTunes store. Thanks for taking the time to write something up. We really appreciate it. Once again, I'm going to do a call to action for all you Star Raiders and just ask you to take a minute out of your day and leave us a rating or a review. It helps more than you know. For now, enjoy episode 23, A Night at the Museum. Previously on Star Raiders. Emerged from the cocoon, you can see this large mosquito that has these black and red barbs all over its body.
I'm shooting a toxicology biohack at it.
Bantam would go next. He'd like to take a shot.
I'm going to cast Incompetence on it.
He's going to put Get 'em on the creature.
Slumps down to the ground, dead.
Oh.
Yeah, boy.
Nice!
Brandon reaches out and mind links with everyone. You can see once again the fossilized cocoon, but there's a total of 5 of them. And from this dead body bursts this giant mosquito. It says, "You are worthy." Ferrari.
Yeah.
Contact the museums we discussed last week. We have some exhibits to lend out.
Oh no.
Yes, Mr. Calderon. A single blue-winged butterfly emerges from the insects. It flutters down, and it lands on the blood. As this abomination of a creature drops dead on the ground, twitching as the last bit of life leaves it. Everybody levels up to level 4.
Ooh.
Yeah! All right.
Okay.
Nice. Good job, guys. Good job.
Let's put some points in perception.
Yeah. About time,
Yeah.
Murray. About
Maybe you
time.
can, maybe you can finally perceive things.
Got a +7. God damn it.
You guys find yourself in this shockingly quiet room. It's grey stone on the walls, ground, surrounded by these ancient-looking things, the likes of which you've probably never even seen before. Everybody give me a perception check.
Ooh. Let me see.
It's a natural 1.
Whoa.
22.
Burzin rolled a natty 17 for a 24.
That's an 18.
Oh, Jesus. And Brandon rolled a natty 14 for a 25.
Nice.
Okay, well, he's better.
So, Burzin, Sawbones, Brandon, maybe because you're closer to where the door area is echoing, you can hear zombies. Like, you guys just made a lot of noise. There was a lot of gunfire. There was a lot of yelling and shouting. There was, explosions, all sorts.
How many entrances and exits are there to this room that we're in?
Okay, so you came through the south entrance, and there is another way out to the north.
Yeah, but it's like a big display hall, yeah? So it's not like just a tiny little room. It's like, yeah.
That's correct, but
we're
this
in the
is
center of it.
Yes, and so this is like the main display. So these are, the best artifacts. As you look around the room, there's maybe, maps on the walls and, what life might have been like in ancient Galarian and, different interactive displays. There's a little standing board where you can put your head through and it's like, hey, I'm a peasant. And like all that sort of stuff. Piecing together this ancient world that no longer exists.
How big is the, what do you call it? Like the egg thing that the mosquito came out of?
It was
The
10
cocoon.
feet.
The cocoon, thank you.
Yeah, it is to scale on the map, so it's about 10 feet long and about 5 feet wide.
Can I?
quite
Did
large.
when the mosquito came bursting out of it, did any of the cocoon like shatter? Like, are there any pieces of cocoon that are more manageable that I could pick up and take with?
Sure, yeah, you could pick up a piece, definitely.
Cool. I'm gonna pick up a piece and put it in my pack to analyze later.
Okay.
Like Brandon, he's looking around. Like he can see that Burzen's okay. He'd like to see if there's any more sort of mystical energy emanating from the cocoon.
Sure, give me like mysticism or like detect magic.
Let's go mysticism. Hey, you rolled a natty too, so 14.
It's hard to tell.
Maybe he'll just detect magic on the cocoon.
Well then, why don't you just tell me the films? Yeah, as you cast detect magic, this isn't something that is currently actively radiating magic. However, it is fading from it.
Okay.
And so there's like it's just there's some like pretty dark stuff there. You know, it's like necromantic energy coming from this.
Yucko. And he says that to the group. It's like necromancy, like the kind of magic detected on the zombies sort of thing. It's really unsettling.
Could I please walk up to the mosquito and I want to strategically take a couple of samples from it? Like I'm going to cut off its proboscis or part of its proboscis, some of its leg, and then take like a core sample from the body, all of which to study later.
Okay, go ahead and give me a life science check, please.
May I help you?
Please do.
You may.
I'm going to need it
Can
because I rolled
Oh,
a
wait.
natural 4.
I got a 22 to help.
Okay, so that'll give me a 6 plus
Can
11.
Brandon help? Yeah, he helps. It's a 21.
19?
I love the idea of someone doing better than the person in the action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's just
no,
like,
no, what do you
okay,
do?
let's
Oh.
see. We chop the... yeah, it's like, oh, God. Oh, no.
No.
Mark, what was your total?
Total 19.
Okay.
Yeah, Brandon and Tiny are just standing over him like, dude, what? There? Not there.
I turn to Brad, let him learn.
He like just hacks at it. Here you go. That's what we need. You see, the soul is in the proboscis.
Are we taking 10 minutes? Because Burzen really needs a real 10-minute rest.
How far off are the back guys?
All right, so you guys have taken maybe a minute or two to check out this, check out the mosquito. You know, maybe take a bit of a listen, just kind of gather yourselves after this combat. Astra, maybe you check out Bantam, make sure he's okay, that sort of thing. I need everybody to roll another perception check, please.
19.
16.
It's 13.
It's great having a plus 9.
11 for Burzen and 29 for Brandon.
Yeah, Brennan and Sorbones can hear that the sounds of the zombies are actually getting closer. It's not like they're not moving alarmingly fast, but it's definitely getting louder.
Just going to say in a loud whisper, hey guys, I can hear some fucking zombies coming. We should move. We should get out of here before we're swarmed.
Yeah, I can hear him too. He's getting closer, guys.
Cool. Hey, Brandon, if you get the urge to like go stumbling towards any old artifacts again, could you just let us know so that we can tie you down? That didn't work out that well last time.
Yeah, straight up, Brandon. Don't touch things ever again. Don't touch things.
Control.
Look, there's signs. There's signs all over the museum saying, please don't touch.
Yeah, this is what happens when you violate the signs in the museum, Brandon.
Okay, I've never been in a museum before, guys. I grew up on a fucking colony out in nowhere.
Come on, guys. We should be thinking about what are we going to do?
Yeah.
Come on.
Burzen's just like, he's just kind of sitting there on his ass staring a little bit because he just went down. He's a little shook.
Okay, I'm going to head back to Burson and grab his arm, help him up. Just stand up.
I do too.
Come on, Captain.
Burzen makes a really loud old man sound when he gets up. Like,
Come on, Cap. A little further.
Okay. Just give me a sec.
You don't got a sec. I ain't never liked mosquitoes, but fuck me, undead ones? We should probably run before more undead rock up.
I'm just going to whisper to Brandon and say, Brandon, go and shut that door behind us and bar it with one of those swords that are on the table over there.
With his amazing perception, Brandon sees there is in fact an odor. And it's an open archway type deal.
It's Sawbones. I've never been in a museum, but there's no doors here, man.
Brandon, he said go and bar the doors.
Come on, guys.
Sawbones is a trained medical professional. When he says there are doors to be barred, he knows what's happening.
Can't Tiny create junk or something?
Sure. Okay.
No, that's a spell he never learned.
Oh, that's a shame.
Can I put my ear to the door and look through a keyhole potentially to see what's on the other side?
There's no door! What is
There's no door either side. You said there was a fucking. You said there was a north door.
Really,
no,
in
the
one ear and out
doorway.
the other.
Oh my god.
Doorway.
That's the funniest thing.
Is it a doorway if there's no door, Tom, or
It's
is
a
it just
corridor.
a fucking hole in the wall?
That's a good point. It's a good point.
That's a
Walkway.
question for another podcast. It's a,
When is a doorway a doorway?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
real
it's a
philosophical
passage.
question. Like,
I'm sorry, I just assumed there was a door in the doorway.
it's more of a.
it's an open plan museum, you
It's
know?
a
Real
it's
modern.
a portal. It's actually a
Cool.
portal, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's
No,
go to
it's
the portal.
like a big open archway
Cool. All right.
with
Well,
big stone pillars on the side, so no door could ever be installed.
what do we see when we look through this archway?
Okay. All right. So you move up to the archway, and it's moving on like to the next exhibit sort of thing. So this entire hall is dedicated to Old Galarian, and then this one is kind of moving on. It's almost like an in-between display, and you see some signs that, as well, they direct you towards. Well, not directing you to it, but you see, some maybe standing posters and things pointing, saying history of the Kopai exhibit this way.
Are there windows to this museum?
This is kind of like a central sort of room, so you could travel out into the next area. Maybe you can see some windows, sure.
I'll go take a look if no one else. Yeah.
I'll come with.
Should we all sort of like scoot north, away from the sounds of the impending zombies?
Yes, let's all do that. We all move to the windows.
You guys move up into this next room. Not so much a room, it's more of like a, one of like the wide passageway. And you know how in museums, in the passageways, there's still stuff, but it's like the less cool stuff. They're like, just put it in the passageway exhibit.
Hey, sometimes
that
there's some
sort of
really
thing.
cool stuff in
There
those
really
in
is.
those cabinets.
And there, yes, indeed, there are some windows in this. You look out. This window is south-facing. You can see there's a bit of a courtyard towards the front of the museum, and there's just masses of these undead who are still there. You saw them earlier on when you were approaching the museum, and you can see them out there.
Yeah.
Still milling about, some of them banging on the walls, trying to get in.
It's like when they look out from the top of the mole in Dawn of the Dead. They're just kind of milling about.
Yeah.
Do they seem to follow each other's lead?
Give me a perception check.
I'm rolling shit today. 10.
Like from this distance, it's really hard to tell.
Okay.
But what I will say is, give me a... I like the idea there, so give me a life science to follow up that, because you've seen these things a few times now.
21. Life science.
Based off of your experiences with them so far, and especially those that, you've kind of thrown your ghost sound and things like that, from what you've gathered, they do seem to be attracted to either light, sound, primarily, from what you've seen. Whether or not they have other senses that they actively use, you don't know. Traditionally, at least the groups, you have encountered one larger horde, which was outside the info center, and they did follow this same sort of rule as well. They kind of went for the larger noise or visual.
Burzin would like to take a little peek, looking to see if they're all Capaxi, or if there's like some other races in there, or some larger dudes,
yeah.
or Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, give me perception.
Oh! It's a natty 20. 27.
Yeah, it's more than just the ones that you've seen in there. You can indeed see there's all manner of undead there. You can see there's some kind of larger looking ones that look like they have different types of growths on them. Whether or not that is from being turned undead, or if it's just something natural in the Carpaxia race that you don't know about. You guys don't know a lot about this race. You're not sure.
So
but
they're
you can identify those.
Larger, like taller and bigger sort of thing? That's what you mean? Or they've got larger growths on them?
Yes to both.
Okay.
So you are seeing like a mix of these things. And yeah, as you're looking down, you could have sworn you saw something that wasn't a Carpaxi. Something with paler skin. Looked like flesh. But it was just a fleeting glimpse in this horde.
Shifted, saw it for a minute, and then it shifted again behind a pack of other,
Where's Wally on steroids?
I feel like we've kind of come here and explored, and I sort of feel like we've done what we came to do at the museum, right? Like our strategy should be to exit and to try to get off the planet again.
Did we do what we came to do, though? So we came here to thinking that there was some sort of necromantic thing that was keeping all of the undead alive, and they're still alive. Like, why the fuck are they still alive? Why are they still up? Like, killing that giant mosquito thing should have... Yeah, that was our theory. Why aren't they down? Like, is there something else in this room that's like...
It might be when they're resurrected, and...
Yeah, then they're just undead.
There's nothing that can stop that.
Either that, or we did see... Did we see multiple of these mosquito?
5
of these mosquito. Maybe there's more of these mosquito things on the planet still.
Here, they said they were shipping it to other places.
True.
Didn't he? In the vision.
Yes, they did.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Like, we didn't do any investigation on the runes that are on the floor.
Yeah, I want to understand that.
We should go back and have a look at that shit.
Yeah, we need to go back and investigate. So while that's happening, can we, like... I'm thinking of sending Bantam down the corridor towards where the zombie sounds are coming from, so that if they do come through, I can send him making noise in a different direction to buy us a bit more time. How close are they?
You head back into the room. Give me perception checks.
Oh no, someone help me out. Hey guys, how close are the zombies?
I'll help.
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Where's your 36 now, Mari?
I rolled a 3. So that's
I rolled
12.
a 17.
I also rolled a 17.
9.
Brandon rolled a 20.
Brandon is probably feeling pretty nervous as he realizes they're getting pretty close now.
Guys, we should make this quick. Go check it out and then go. I can hear him coming.
All right, I'm going to send Bantam down.
Okay, so Brandon's going to go check this thing out?
I have mysticism.
Yes, of course. Tiny as well. So you guys are going to go up together then?
Well, we're here to understand this stuff. But I'm going to say to Brandon, if he's coming along, like, don't touch anything, because the last time you touched something, we all nearly died.
Yeah, okay. He's going to go with Tiny and check it out.
Okay.
But Burzen's going to go over with Tiny and Brandon, and just like with his plasma caster drawn, he's just going to be like, "Okay, guys, come on, check it out. We gotta get moving."
All right. Watching the flanks, Burzen. I like it. Your next, as you're kind of keeping a keen eye out, your next perception check, because I like your style, give yourself a +4 to it.
Oh, that'll take me up to Brandon level, fucking perception.
Well, I like thematic, situations like that.
Yeah.
He's getting back into his old soldier ways. The specialist is doing their thing behind. The grunts keep an eye out.
Watching everyone 6.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, give me some mysticism.
Ooh, 25.
22.
Oh.
Looking at these runes, neither of you can read them, but it's almost like you get a sense from them. If anybody's ever read really old English from like the 1500s or, you know, even earlier. It's like you understand it, but it's very, very foreign. And there's a few words in there that you don't get, but you pick up the context clues and you understand it as a whole.
Myriatis fwyr sumoreloach, you know?
Sure.
What he said.
It's Old English.
Uh-huh.
For what?
Oh, married is while the summer is happening, or the summer is lasting.
No. I thought it was going to be cooler than that.
Do you want to know how to
was
say
cool.
fuck in Old English?
Yes.
Yes.
Flacked.
See? It's like weird shit. And the vibe that you get from this is almost apocalyptic. It's talking about activation and cleansing through eradication. And that's about what you pick up from it.
Gross.
Nothing on the activation part. There's no more detail there.
I mean, this is old stuff here. You know, 2 of them going at it, rolling more than 20. That's about all you're going to get from it.
All right, so I'm definitely sending Bantam down towards the zombies, and I'm going to wander over and ask if I can knock over the cocoon off of the plinthy thing.
The cocoon exploded as the mosquito came out.
Of course it did. Nah, then don't worry about it.
Sawbones is going to reach into his, I don't know, like his bum bag. I kind of imagine Sawbones wearing a bum bag. That's a new thing.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
law.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
law now. And I've got a notebook, like an A4 foolscap sort of notebook type situation. I know they're different
Okay.
size papers. Don't judge me. And
Is it
I'm
lined?
going to rip. It is
Yeah.
lined. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
for notes. So it's not great for this purpose. Where I'm going to rip a few pages out and lay them over the runes and take like a rubbing of the
Yeah.
runes, so that we can remember it for
Okay.
later.
Nice. Okay. All right.
I'm going to take my claws, and I want to try and start clawing at the thing to destroy it.
I look at Tiny and kind of raise my eyebrows and wink as I pull out a frag grenade and say, "How seriously do you want to destroy these runes, laddie?" Would a frag grenade reliably destroy at least the top layer of this stone plinth?
Yeah, like blow a chunk out of it or something.
Might.
Yeah.
Would 2 frag grenades reliably destroy the top layer of the plinth?
Probably.
Yeah, so can I suggest that we all leave and we leave Bantam there, and once we make it to a safe distance, we get Bantam to trigger whatever it is that needs to blow up.
Well,
in a
you
way
stole my thunder a little bit, because what I was going to do is say, "Okay, lassie."
I've already thought of it, man. I've thought of it already.
No, I've got one better. Maybe one better. We can do your Bantam thing if you want. I just don't want to risk Bantam.
Oh, fuck.
Do you think you could jerry-rig a fuse onto these 2 hand grenades so that it would go off approximately 4 minutes after we pulled the pin out?
Tom, is this something that I would be able to do as a fantastic engineer?
Who's got a cigarette?
Bantam doesn't have a camera on him, does he? So we wouldn't be able to set it to blow
Yeah,
up and then he can...
Yes, we do. Yeah, so
Okay.
he absolutely does.
All right, look at this teamwork. Look at this teamwork.
Look at this synergy.
Synergy.
Synergistic. So synergistic.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let you decide, Astra. You can decide.
All right, well, I'm going to ask GM Tom, can I jerry-rig this sort of thing? Can I give it a go?
Yeah, of course you can. Give me engineering.
I hand you the 2 frag grenades and take a big step back.
Oh, Bantam has a plus to engineering as well. A big step back.
You notice the pins have been removed.
Okay, so do I need to roll 2 engineering ones? The first one's a 28. I'll roll a second one.
No,
no,
the 28
dude.
is
You
fine.
take the good one.
Yeah. Well, you never know. You might want me to do.
And
individually.
yes, you're able to. You think you can, rig something up, but the problem with that is it would take some time, and everybody can hear now. The sounds of these zombies are getting closer, and closer, and closer.
I think we gotta move.
All right. He has a bolter, massive plasma bolter. Can't he just like?
Shoot the grenade.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
All right. We gotta go. We've run out of time. I'm just gonna leave this one grenade here, and I put it on top of the plinth, and then I stealthily run away, like gesturing for everyone to follow me.
All right. Wow. I send Bantam to a safe distance, looking at it with his cam, and bolt.
Okay. Come on. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
All right. Well, we stealthily keep advancing. Is there a way that we could?
You keep saying the
like
word stealthily. If you would like to roll a stealth check.
Yeah, you're you always want to stealth everything, Mark.
Well,
Sure, let's roll a stealth. Hey, I'll roll a stealth check. I don't care. I'll fail a stealth
do it.
check. I don't even care.
Let's do a group stealth check.
All right. 19.
I got a 23 on stealth.
9.
Ugh. I got a 14 for Burzin, an 8 for Brandon.
Yeah, you guys aren't particularly stealthy as you're running down. Maybe your footsteps echoing off the hallway, marble floors, stone walls, that sort of thing. Clanking as you're going along.
There's not enough carpet in this place.
At least Bantam's going to make a big noise as distraction in a second.
Would Bantam like to do that?
Well, as soon as he has the zombies come into the room, then he'd like to shoot it.
Okay.
Like be
So you guys are,
Running
either
as far
moving
away as we
quickly
can.
or running, right?
Yeah, we're
stealthily.
we're doing that like half run where you're trying to be as quiet as possible, but you're running. You know what I'm talking about.
100%. It shocks me that is not an option in TTRPGs. That it's like, I don't want to run, but I also don't want to stealth. I just want to move quickly, quietly.
That's what I'm.
Like,
that was what
a
I was
human
going for.
can do that.
They have that in D&D. It just lowers it raises your perception, but you get there slow. It's one of those things. But yeah,
Do they?
yeah, do.
What's it called?
No, it's just part of like your walking speed. It just adjusts your perception ability, and
It-
and
well,
raises
gives you
your
a-
stealth.
A negative
natural
perception and a raise to stealth.
Yeah,
All right. Well, I will invoke that next time.
something like that. But yeah, I don't
Yeah.
have the roll on me, but it's on travel time.
Well, Ben, that's not good enough. You're supposed to have a biblical knowledge.
You brought it
And
up
therefore, Isaiah said unto Gary Gygax,
onto Gary Gygax.
thou shalt roll.
I was curious, Tom, as to whether we are like running aimlessly through this museum, or whether we're running like. Do we know the layout enough that we could make our way back to our car?
Aren't we just moving into the next area away from the grenades, away from the zombies? Yeah.
I was going to say, it's not for me to say where you're going. Where you're going is up to you. However, the most available route to you that you were taking, it's taking you to the next exhibit.
We do have
Okay.
a map, though. I'm pretty sure we downloaded a map when we were down in the storage room.
Yeah, you guys like know where you're going. So
I
if you
feel-
wanted to like make your way back around or something,
Well,
then
can I
Yeah.
can I retcon that like Burzin picked up a museum guide with a map and like different areas of interest within the museum?
We have it on our
pretty sure
little...
you guys already have that.
Yeah, we had that.
but
Downloaded
yeah,
them.
museums are well signed anyway, so this isn't something that you should be worrying about.
He
I
was-
You know,
I
you
wanna
guys
go
are
to-
running through.
I want to go to
And-
ancient magical artifacts.
Okay, yeah, that's not a section. But the next exhibit ahead of you is the main advertised exhibit, which was the history of the Kopai and associated relics. And as you guys are moving through quickly,
But quietly.
what's Bantam doing? Bantam, maybe you're checking your little Pip-Boy and having a look to see
Yep.
what's going on. And sure enough, Bantam sees like some movement that kind of is moving towards the room.
So as
that
soon
it
as he
was in,
sees
and-
that triggers him to line up his tactical bolter and aim at the frag grenade that is a safe distance away from him, but still
Yep.
close enough that if he were he's going to get good aim, if you know what I mean.
I feel like this is something that Bantam is a construct, and you gave an order, and he was sitting there lining it up. I don't think this is something that he needs to roll for.
Ooh.
This is something that it's been sitting there for a couple of minutes. He would have been able to line up a shot, and maybe it's just like a burst from the rifle, or take several shots, dun, 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 and then he hits it, and you guys
Excellent.
hear this explosion and like this kind of rumble. Like,
All right, I look at my my comms unit to see what Bantam sees.
Smoke.
What can smoke? Okay, so he's going to roll slowly but safely towards where the runes were, so he can see what's happening.
Yeah.
Actually, he could just zoom in, man. He's going to zoom in.
Yeah,
Sure,
zoom that shit in.
So kind of zooming in like zzz, zzz, and it's almost shaking a little bit, and you can see that there's like some different parts of these zombies that are around the place. They've been kind of blown up. You can see that where the grenades were placed, these runes that were there have been like there's like a small little divot in the stone where these runes are, and it looked like they have been damaged.
Yeah, but
significantly.
the zombies that are not hit by the grenade, they're still moving around though. Yeah, they haven't like dropped, like, you know, they've been disabled or anything cool like that.
So as Bantam scans over and, you know, looks down further into the hall, maybe, sure enough, you can see that, you know, as you guys are running along, taking a look, you can see that there are more zombies now moving towards where they heard this sound.
Yep. Damn, guys. Taking out the runes didn't do it. I don't know what's making these guys alive, but it wasn't that. Or if that started it, we can't finish it.
What's Bantam doing?
Yeah. So he's gonna roll over to... Do you remember how there were these suits of armors? There were like 4 suits of armors around the display.
Yes.
Are they still there? Or did they get...
Sure, 2 of them are knocked over, but
Yep.
2 of them are still standing, sure.
Okay. So he wants to knock them down in the noisiest fashion he can to attract as many of the zombies as he can into this space.
Yep.
Yeah.
Done.
So he's just literally going to go around and like
clang, clang, clang.
make trash happen. Ruin the entire
smash the
exhibit.
glass,
Yep.
knock everything over, these ancient artifacts, you know, who cares?
Yeah, that's exactly what he's trying to do. He's trying to ruin the room in the loudest way possible.
Okay. And is Bantam catching up with you guys after the fact?
Well, my plan is to get a good distance on him. So, I mean, he can catch up at any point as long as we don't leave him, like with a car. So, as long as we can get far enough away that they're not going to be a problem, I want him to trash as much as he can away from us and then stealthily come... Well, not stealthily, but quietly head towards us.
Sure. Okay.
Or meet us at the car.
Okay, so Bantam starts trashing the hotel room, Rockstar style.
Yeah.
And we move back to the party, and you guys are moving quickly, and you're starting to see, you know, these big posters, these things overhanging your head, advertising the history of this planet and, you know, important things of it. You guys are running towards this exhibit. As you're running, you start to see there's almost like mannequins there that are showing Copaxi that look quite different to the ones that you guys had seen. Almost like looking at like early Homo sapiens, that sort of thing, like Neanderthals. You know, you can see these. And you're starting to see, like, you know, there's a timeline, and you're starting to see like small little bits and pieces, as you would in a museum of natural history, maybe arrowheads and, you know, tools, stone tools that have survived, that sort of thing. As you guys are running through, as you keep on moving, it opens up into a large room that's 5, 6, 8 times larger than the one that these Galarian relics were in. It's got a super high ceiling, relics, bits and pieces, all sorts everywhere. But sitting in the middle of this room is what looks to be some kind of ship.
Ooh.
Whoa. Like, what kind of ship?
Talk more about the ship. Like, do I need to roll perception to find out more about it, or...?
So you guys run into this area, open area, and the centerpiece of this exhibit is this, what you could only think to be a ship, but it's almost like one would compare, say, like a Lamborghini to like a Ford Model T.
It's like the Wright brothers plane.
Sure. Yeah. That's a good way to put it. It's like the Wright brothers plane, that sort of thing. But if you had seen this, months ago, it might have been foreign to you, but now you see it, you're like, oh, okay, that's Copaxian design. It's modeled quite naturally. Maybe it's like quite sleek. It's shaped like some kind of crustacean. For designed for airflow. Even though it is potentially a spacefaring vessel, it's designed in a way that would be, like oceanic.
Like an H.R. Geiger design, but less creepy. Yeah.
How many people does it look like it could hold?
3.
You guys are getting closer to it. There's like proper barriers like all around it. And there's a big plaque at the front.
What does the plaque say?
And it says, this piece is modeled after detailed documents and designs that were discovered in one of the digs on Copaxi Prime.
Oh, it's a decoy.
Does it give any indication into how accurate it's been modeled? Like working engine components, for example?
Yeah.
As you continue reading, it says it was faithfully recreated as accurately as possible. However, this is a non-functioning replica.
I shoot it.
Yeah, but could I spend some time with it?
God damn it. Stupid model. What are we going to do? He says quietly to everyone. What are we going to do?
Maybe have a look at why it's non-functional.
I was going to look at our techno mechanic and our pilot mechanic and be like, hey guys, how good are you at your jobs, do you think? Do you think you could get this model flying?
Does it look like there's power cores and all that stuff?
It says they found schematics.
Yeah.
As you guys move around the thing, you can see like around the other side, the barriers open up and it invites people to take a tour inside of it.
Yes. Let's take the tour.
Yeah, you guys head inside and it's weird. It's really weird is the only way to describe it. Whereas, modern starships have a certain design and there's certain things that one would expect. This doesn't have that.
Does it say who made it?
John.
I mean the company.
Oh. John Incorporated.
John Incorporated.
I'm trying to see if there's like a place that has like a good enough that manufactures, if they can manufacture false parts or things that look like this, perhaps they contract it out and have like some prototypes or some stuff available. I don't know. I'm just trying to throw some stuff out there.
Between Astra and Tiny, I think we've got enough engineering know-how to, if we need to create one, you'd probably be able to make one. It would just be an extended series of fetch quests to go and get everything that you would need to actually build a spaceship to get us out of here. Just saying.
I vote that we shut the door and sleep here for the night, recover, have Bantam watch on the outside, and we chill the fuck out, and hopefully things quiet down a little bit. We'll be at peak strength. We can make some concrete choices that way, and we can barricade this, because this is the only, it's like an encased shell, and from what we understand so far, they seem to ignore technology, and if we don't make too much noise, and like if it's supposed to be like a real replica or replica enough, it should have a seal to it that would make it a little bit less soundproof, so
I like this a lot.
That's my vote.
Me too. Yeah. Well, I could take a 10-minute rest, and I could probably use the time when everyone is sleeping like Tiny to do some investigation in the engineering and see what I can get done, like whether or not I can get this ship up and running.
So it's not like just a shuttle or something. Like, this is a legitimate large spaceship.
You get inside of it, it's like it's an actual shell of this, and there would be enough room. You guys probably have either bedrolls or you're happy just schlepping it on the floor or whatever, or maybe grab some carpet from outside. There'd be enough room for all of you to take this rest if you wanted to.
Yeah. I like this idea.
Let's do it. Yes, I'm gonna check what Bantam's up to, and then once he's distracted them enough, bring him in to guard our area.
I imagine you take the time to get Bantam back to you safely, and maybe you take the long way around or whatever. But yeah, he's able to get back there as well.
Nice. Okay, so he's gonna just keep an eye.
Yeah, he stays on the outside and watches the outside. Yeah.
And
Nice.
then if he sees
Nice.
anything, he's under instructions to go the other way and make noise. So lead the
Right.
bad guys away. That's his aim.
Yeah. Awesome.
And alert us, obviously.
Burzin stretches out on one of the chairs, one of the desk chairs at the cockpit, and leans back and has a little nappy nap.
Okay. And Tiny and Astra, you guys wanted to inspect the ship?
I definitely do, but
No,
no. He needs to sleep.
But I do want to, flavor-wise, because for the leveling up, review some. I feel like this experience has made me a bit more adept with my technomancy, and I'd like to take a look at my playlist that I've reserved from Technomancing the Stone of spells that I've always wanted to try, but haven't had the chance to. And so I want to just kind of watch that, and like I've been watching them for a while, dipping in and out, but I've never had the courage to try it, and I want to try and hope that when I wake up I'll have the ability to try out some of these spells.
You fall asleep
Yeah.
to YouTube. Nice.
Burzin,
Nice.
yeah, Burzin, that's what happens with Burzin, because Burzin actually really likes Technomancing the Stone. But he can't do any magic, so he's bogarting Tiny's YouTube until he can't keep his eyes open anymore, and then he falls asleep.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a multi-classed Burzin. He's going to take a level in Technomancer.
a triple class.
Only one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Only ever one, though. Like, he's
Yeah.
going to get to level 15
Yeah.
and still only have level 1 in
Yeah,
Technomancy.
just token spell. That's it.
Yeah.
Whoa! See what
Clean
I
your
can
carpet,
do?
sir?
That's all he got. He was pretty impressed with the carpet cleaning. I gotta say. So, and he's just like,
And
Technomancers. Oh.
So Astra, you want to inspect the ship?
I do, yeah. From the inside, obviously.
Oh, I assumed you were going to be walking outside and just, yelling out, making a bunch of noise,
banging on the outside, putting yourself at risk.
clanging pans together. I am so great. I am so great.
That was my second plan.
All right, well,
First
let's go with
plan.
plan A for now.
Yeah.
You're inspecting the interior of the ship.
Yeah.
Give me engineering.
All right, I can definitely do that because I have a +9 to engineering. All right, so that's a 19. That's a 28.
So maybe you take some time to kind of give everything a cursory once over, looking around at it, understanding, okay, well, this is that part. Okay, well, all right, well, if this is the cockpit, and all right, that's the and okay, well, here's the engine. And then once you kind of feel like you've got the layout of it, you start to right, okay, well, let's see what this thing's got in it. And you maybe open up a few hatches and you see electronics there, you see components there, but they don't look quite right. Maybe put a hand out and touch it, and as you touch it and push it, it just kind of
Oh, no!
It falls over.
It's
None of
fake.
this is real. The guts of the ship aren't there.
That's what I was worried about. Damn. Is anything real?
What is
I
real?
have like a
What
power
is
core?
life?
No, Murray, we're in a make-believe world. None of this is real.
How deep does the rabbit hole go?
Oh, no. Well, shit. With that, I'm going to take myself for a 10-minute rest so I can at least get my HP before breaking the news to a very well-slept Tiny.
Hey, mechanically, though, the rest of us have had a night's rest, right?
Clicking it on my thing. Night's rest.
Click it on your thing. Let's
Rest
get
and
that
recharge.
full rest and recharge.
Oh baby.
Make it happen. Very
Still-
satisfying when that
Still
happens.
not at full
Once you
hit
get
points.
that GM permission, you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Finally.
Good.
You wake up in the morning. Astra, what do you say to them all?
I hope you slept
Good
well.
morning, I hope. Yeah.
So you know how cool this ship looks? It's only skin deep. There ain't nothing to it. There's no wiring, no power cord. There's nothing. We could maybe make it work, but we have to find everything. There's nothing but a shell. I hope you slept well, though. Everyone feeling good?
Well, given that we're surrounded by zombies, I feel like we probably don't have time to engineer an entire starship from scratch. So maybe we should get back to our car and try to get to one of the other landing pads or escape pads.
Yeah. I gotta say, I'm not at all surprised that this is a fake. Didn't it say that on the thing outside?
It said it was a replica.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
An accurate
Well-
replica.
Well, I mean, it looks good, I guess. Kept us safe.
Really good sleep for you guys.
Well, I mean, I could have slept better if I'm honest.
It's because you're falling out of the chair.
Hey, we should probably talk about that weird vision that we saw. I mean, I've been stewing over it. I've had all sorts of trouble sleeping tonight and I've been quite restless, and I've just been trying to process a little bit what we all saw and kind of what the impact is. I feel like if I understand what's happening here, there could be, billions of other people that are gonna suffer the same fate as what happened on this planet. Is that what everyone else read into it? Do we think it was real, what we saw? Do we think we were watching like a reenactment of a real event that happened? Or do you think it was a dream of someone else?
I ain't no
Did
good
I
at
get that
imagining
sense?
mosquitoes. I'm pretty sure that one's real. Not even my worst nightmares would I think of giant mosquitoes sucking the blood and then pumping it into another being. No, that's gotta be real.
Does it seem odd that vision is what that particular mosquito chose to show us? Was it effectively showing us its own creation, do you think?
Maybe.
I don't think the vision was from the mosquito.
No, remember, because with the 5 mosquito, the larvae egg things that they showed, we saw the one that we actually saw hatch. You know what I mean? In and around the altar, as described. It was one of the 5 big eggs.
Yeah.
So it wasn't from the mosquito's point of view.
No, but it was obviously as Brandon touched the mosquito that the vision was triggered. So
Yep, it's a divine thing from Desna. You know what I mean? Like
it's Desna connecting with Brandon to impart the vision to him as a warning. That's what that's what's happening.
That is what is happening.
I guess it helps to understand that that's what we saw. So it wasn't the mosquito that was sharing it. It was the touching of the mosquito and perhaps the altar that triggered Desna to share that with us. I'm not religious myself. I never have been. So does anyone? I mean, Astra, do you know if? I mean, is this what the gods do? Do they choose people to kind of impart this knowledge on so they can do something with it? Would there be thousands of other Desna followers that were also sort of receiving the vision, or is that place and time and the altar that caused us to get it?
Things happen for a reason, and we see the things happen for a reason. This vision was for us. Desna has given this to us. This is something that we need to take and make our own. We need to find a way to make this vision not take out the world. Desna only shares what you need to make your luck happen, and this is ours.
So she's setting us on a path, do you think? She's actually choosing us and setting us on a path to rectify this problem.
That's what they do. The gods send you in a way, and it's your choice how to read that. I think she's picked us because we're the best for this job. We can do this. We've already taken out one of the mosquitoes. We can pass his on.
That's true.
With the captain,
That's true.
he talks nonsense to everyone. They'll believe him. We just need to pass the message on.
I don't know about that. It seems like a bit of a far-fetched thing to just drop on someone with no evidence or proof. I'm actually glad we brought the, cuttings of the mosquito and the leftovers of the egg, so we've got some evidence. But tell me, when a god sends a group on an adventure, does the god typically kind of follow through a little bit? Like, are we going to be hearing a fair bit from Desna, do you think, along the way, and she'll be nudging us in the right direction, or is it sort of like
She gives you
Boom.
what you need.
Drop it on ya.
She gives you what you need to get
Why did
to the right
Desna
place.
not warn us of the mosquito thing before we got there? Or before we
Maybe
got to
this
the
is our
planet?
proof. Maybe
I
this is
mean-
our proof. Maybe the proof that we need is here. This mosquito, we needed to see it. Maybe we can't help these people, but we can help many other planets.
I mean, Astra, I know you're pretty into Desna, but I feel like maybe you're reading too much into her influence here. I think maybe it's some kind of, psychic echo that's been imparted onto this creature. All I know is that, if we're gonna go up against a mining oligarch, super rich guy from Akaton, then we need to get the word out. We need to do something. We got to get to a communications array or, a spaceship, get off world to get this word out.
We'll find a way.
I mean, I've been trying not to think about it because it seems too overwhelming and too large for, five people and a robot to really handle on our own. And Sawbones, I mean, short answer, no. In my experience, the gods, they may reach out, they may anoint someone, but there's usually not a lot of interaction or direct contact from that point. So, if it is Desna, or, I grew up in the Church of Sarenrae, I've never seen any kind of direct influence from a god. So, if this is divine, it's amazing, to be honest.
I hear what you're saying. I think you both make excellent points. It's probably not so material, the source of the vision at this point. I mean, maybe, I feel like we could debate that till the cows come home. I guess what's interesting is the prevailing kind of theory or hypothesis of the vision, right? So if I can just have a crack at trying to explain what I think we've got here, right? So there's 5 of these mosquito eggs. We've obviously dealt with one. These other 5 eggs could be anywhere in the universe. We don't know. Anything they could be dormant, they could be active, they could all have gone off at the same time. We didn't get any sense of timing really from the vision, did we? All we got is a sense that these are created and they're being distributed.
No, but if you think about it, this is the test site. There are no other planets that we've heard of that have infections. And that's how it starts. It has to have people die for it to work. But the dead are rising, so I don't think that they all went off at the same time. This is ground zero. This is where it all started. I think we have an opportunity here.
Right,
I think
right.
we can prevent more.
So the sequence is important, right? There's a kind of mass extinction kind of event. There has to be some
They
big
have to
plague or some
die.
big thing. And then once that's happened, the eggs or the mosquitoes are able to do what they like. An interesting point, maybe. The mosquito was in the egg, right? And all of the people had died, and a lot of them had risen, right? So by what force of nature did this apparently dormant mosquito inside the egg cause all these people to rise, do you think?
Necromancy.
Yeah, it's got something to do with necromancy.
Just its very presence is enough to cause it to happen.
That's how some magical or religious artifacts work, Sawbones. I know this might not be an area of major interest for you or study in your past, but I've seen people be healed by stones and runes and ancient artifacts of Sarenrae in the church before. It's a strange universe. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess the thing we've got going for us is those mass extinction events, unless they're kind of, like a meteor hitting or something very sudden, I imagine we'd be able to, potentially once we get out of this situation, we'd be able to see them coming a little bit. Like, we might be able to understand by keeping abreast of the news and what's going on, where these little pockets are starting. Look, I mean, I know that'll be a challenge for us. But how will we know where the planets are that are going to be affected?
Well, I think it all leads back to Akaton.
Right?
Leads back to Akaton, that's where we go after Calderon, you mean?
That's the start. That's where it all started. So we can either follow wherever the next mass extinction is, where people are getting sick, or we can follow that mosquito. I mean, he's been chosen. He's not going to leave Akaton.
Ferrari knows.
Ferrari does know.
I feel like we were in the same room as these things. We were all talking about mummies, but it was actually these goddamn cocoons. We were so close, you know?
Why? What nags at me though, what doesn't make sense is why blow up our ship? You know what I mean? We'd land here, though I guess we wouldn't be able to tell anyone what's going on. So that's the only thing I can think of, because there's no way we would have stopped the plague.
But
It's
'Cause
too,
it's
you
zombie.
are far too late.
Maybe
Yeah.
the supplies would
So,
have been
like-
able to,
But the
you know, stop things in their
Cure
tracks. I don't know.
to the
I agree
infection.
with you, Tiny.
You don't think the army of undead and the massive, like, everyone leaving also, like, it wouldn't have kept things quiet because people left the planet. We saw, like, a whole evacuation of the wealthy.
Hey, maybe they've been tracked down and blown up in space.
But then that's even more suspicious, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't get why our ship was exploded when...
I think the idea was to stop the medicine from getting down here. I think the idea is that without treatment, the people will die. And when they die, they can be raised by this fucking mosquito. And I think without the medicine, that plan works. But had we treated them, the army wouldn't be here for them to raise.
The amount of time it took us to get here wouldn't have mattered. Nobody knew that it was a zombie plague. So they just saw that it was a plague. People were obviously getting sick and dying, so we're going to send all this medicine. And then we got the contract to do that.
Just remind me, who gave us the job to bring the medicine?
No, we got it from EdgeCorp.
EdgeCorp, we want it.
Ferrari said, don't do it.
Yeah, but there was someone. Who was the client behind EdgeCorp? Do we know?
No, it was a government thing.
It was a pact.
Yeah.
Oh, the
it
Packwood
was
Worlds, was it?
like a
Okay,
government
cool.
initiative. It's kind of like, imagine it like a UNICEF type
Cool.
situation, and then it was
Yeah.
like the contract was sent out to private contractors.
I mean, it just could have been insurance from Calderon's perspective, right? Like, it was obviously a big shipment. He could have just been like, I don't want these motherfuckers messing with my plan, so I'm going to plan a bomb in their ship. Like, maybe it wasn't super strategic, but it was tactical, you know?
I think we can narrow our search when we get out to non-packed worlds that want to be packed worlds.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Because this planet isn't
It's not
doesn't have any
packed.
protection
Yeah.
of like the packed space, and
There'd be no stewards doing
Yeah.
investigations and stuff like that. Yeah.
it takes time for these places to get aid, which is enough time to infect them. I don't think it's random that we are sent to this planet or that this planet was chosen. I mean, it was a prime target. They had interest in pre-Galarian stuff. They they had enough of a civilization to have a reason to display this piece.
So, just a little bit more on deity stuff, like Desna. She's known for creating and freeing deities, and one of the ones that she accidentally freed was someone called Glaunder, which is the mosquito god of infection and parasites. It's all about him rising from the cocoon, and it was all a result of Desna accidentally setting him free. And I'm wondering if there is some kind of nice arc here between Desna and the god of parasitic disease.
So we're here to clean up Desna's mistakes, eh?
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's why we're seeing the vision.
Well, I mean, she's getting involved because Glaunder is one of her main enemies, sort of thing. Yeah.
And she made him.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. This is a story that you would know, Astra, as a follower of Desna. The ins and out of it is on a different plane where these gods exist, when Desna was exploring, she came across... It's said that she came across this cocoon, and she was curious about it, so she opened it, which then unleashed Glaunder on the worlds, and Glaunder then escaped and started operating unchecked, and it's said that Desna's been searching for Glaunder ever since, trying to undo her mistake.
And that's where we come in.
So you obviously tell us that story.
Cool, hey? Yeah, so that's what my research has gotten me to, is that this whole mosquito thing is a Desna-based... and I'm pretty sure Brandon would be here saying, like, yeah, totally agree.
Well, because I think that, like, you're right with this being the test site, Ground Zero. But I feel like the ones that were sent out, like the ones in the vision that we saw are new ones that they're doing. And they're going to be sent out to other places.
Yes, and I think we need to stop that.
So it wasn't a vision from the past. I think it was a vision in real time.
In the vision, it said the cocoon we saw was one of the 5 in the altar around the dead guy in the middle. So ours was one of the 5.
Oh, okay.
We weren't seeing real time.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so we were seeing
Love
a
my
flash
notes.
from the past, yeah.
We were seeing the past. Okay. So, all this tells me is that it's even more imperative that, 1, we all survive, and 2, we get the fuck off this planet as quickly as we humanly can. So, good debrief, everyone, but maybe we should leave our next decision on how we handle this for when we're in a position to, have an impact, We need to get off this planet as quickly as we can.
We at least need to get a message out. We need to find a communications array or some way of getting...
True, that's an option. But I think our primary objective should be to get off the planet. Like, I wouldn't want to divert a huge amount of time or energy to finding a comm station. Like, if we find one, great. But if we don't, then I'd rather be hightailing it out of here.
For sure, but, if we go outside and we see a big communications array, over in the distance, I say we go there and send out a message.
Okay, all right.
I think if we send out a message, it should be a distress for people to come pick us up, and we shouldn't mention what we saw.
Interesting. Why, Tiny?
I think the only thing we have going, I think Sawbones said it well. Who's going to believe us? We're going up against this guy. And I think the one thing we have on top of everything else is we know something that they don't know, which is we know their plan. And they don't know we know that. And if we tip that off, if we tell people about it, then that's ruined. And
then
now we
know
become a
what
target
we know.
to be silenced. Instead, we, if anything, we're just a group of people that managed to survive against all odds. No one's gonna listen to us, and plus they'd probably just say that we're telling crazy stories because we want to get off paying our debt that we now owe. So there's no benefit for us warning, aside from the fact that we think, if we really think that would get someone's attention. I think the best is we gotta get off this planet. We gotta go track down Ferrari or Calderon himself, and we gotta make him pay. I think that's the best option.
I'm with you, Tiny. Let's go find the ship. Luck's with us.
So I imagine that we finish packing our stuff and we look at making a game plan and an exit.
All right, now let's get out of this ship.
You guys exit the vessel in the morning, open it up.
After Bantam's given the clear.
Of course. Quietly move out. Everybody give me perception checks as you come out.
Ooh. Oh no.
Burzin pokes
11.
himself in the eye.
I've rolled
10.
Shit all day.
Natty 1.
20 for Brandon. I also rolled a natty 1 for Burzin.
Everybody's kind of like straining to hear. Brandon kind of is nodding. He's looking up at you, Burzin, and giving you the okay.
He gives everyone the nod out. Okay, come on. Start going stealthily back to the car.
Okay, and with that, we will leave our episode there for today. Star Raiders is an Arcane Focus Network production. Be sure to rate and review us on your favorite podcast app. You'd be amazed how much it helps us spread the word. Looking for more adventure? Head to arcanefocusnetwork.com.